Today is Tuesday, January 27th, 2015. New York City was shut down last night due to a massive storm. I'm Zach Arnold.
And I'm Aaron Murphy. Does a blizzard mean that there's no global warming? Scientists say it proves warming is happening. Your CSN News starts now.
New York City, which was shut down overnight, was spared the worst of a snowstorm that swept across the Northeast early Tuesday and slowly returned to its normal rhythms as travel bans were lifted and transit services gradually restored. But even as buses and trains began to move again, the widespread closings left the city virtually deserted in the early morning hours. Grand Central Terminal was deserted, Times Square was quiet, and the streets of Lower Manhattan were largely empty of financial workers. Up to 3 feet of snow are expected in other parts of New England.
Climate change scientists say the storm isn't a big surprise. Big snowfall, big rainstorms, we've been saying this for years, says climate scientist from the University of Illinois in Urbana. More very large events become more common than what you would expect with climate change, particularly in the Northeast. The Northeast is more prone to extreme precipitation dealt out by global warming, and the region seeing the biggest uptick is the severity of the more severe blizzards or rainstorms across the United States. As the planet warms, more moisture is stored in the atmosphere, and New England is one of the zones where it can drive massive storms. Such heavy storms have increased by more than 70% in the past 60 years in the Northeast.
The NFL has zeroed in on a New England Patriots locker room attendant who allegedly took the AFC Championship game balls from the officials' locker room to another area on the way to the field, Fox Sports reported. Citing sources, according to Fox Sports, the league has interviewed him and has a video. The NFL is still deciding if any wrongdoing occurred, but they now have a person of interest. The location in question is a bathroom in which the attendant can be seen in the video entering and exiting 90 seconds later, with the 24 footballs provided by both teams, according to the Pro Football Talk, which cited an anonymous league source. We'll be right back. It's flu season once again, but this year you can avoid getting yourself and others sick. It's easy if you remember a few simple things. The single most effective way to prevent the spread of flu is to wash your hands for 30 seconds. Maintaining a 3-foot distance from those who are sick makes it much more difficult for the flu to be spread. If you're running a fever of 100 degrees or more, you're spreading the flu. Stay home. Even if it's not the flu, you're contagious when you have a high fever. If you wash your hands for 30 seconds, stay 3 feet away from those who are sick, and stay home when you do get sick, you can help everyone stay well this flu season.
Today's weather is brought to you by Dr. Kim Keller. Your smile is your first impression. Make it a good one and visit Dr. Keller today.
Today's high is 41 with a low of 21, and it should be partly sunny. Tomorrow's high is 43 with a low of 31, and that should also be partly sunny.
Volunteers are needed for an event at the Nampa Rec Center and are hosting a daddy-daughter date night on February 3rd. The Rec Center is looking for student volunteers to help with face painting and the event. The hours would be 6:30 to 9:15. All supplies will be provided. Dress is business casual. This is a great chance for service hours, and for more information contact Vanessa or Jenna at 468-5858.
You're invited for to the NAS Scorpions First Robotics Open House at Columbia this Saturday from 12 to 6 p.m. Come check out what they're working on this season and see robots from previous years in action. They appreciate your support.
The word of the day is extricate, a verb that means to untangle. Extricate, a verb that means to untangle or release from a difficult situation. You could use it in this way. Seated at the dinner party between the two most boring men she had ever met, Paula wondered how she could gracefully extricate herself from the situation. That's the news. We'll see right here tomorrow on the Hawk Daily News.